Or did you see it more as a move to junior middleweight as opposed to middleweight? Because they're really not fighting at 160. Canelo's not really a middleweight. Do you kind of more see it just one move up as opposed to two?
Canelo is a middleweight. And I don't care what nobody says. He's a middleweight, okay? And I'll just leave it right at that. You guys determine it. When you guys start telling it like it is, it'll be like it is. Until then, I don't even want to talk about that because it's really sad, you know. So I'm not even mentioning discussing it. The man got the belt, don't he? Mm-hmm. He's a middleweight. When they Saturday night say for the middleweight championship of the world, aren't they gonna say that? He's a fucking middleweight. Okay. Excuse my language, kids. I want my kids to hear that at the gym, but you know how I can get now.
You're just keeping it real, Virgil.
Yeah.
So when you hear him say to other opponents, to Golovkin, I'm not a middleweight yet, find me at 155, with you just saying that right now, what do you think of that?
That works both ways too. So Golovkin shouldn't cry about wanting him to go to 155 because it works both ways. He's made some statements that he hasn't backed up. He's made some statements that they haven't honored. So it goes both ways.
What do you think about Golovkin doesn't want to fight under a guard?
I don't even think about it. I don't even care. We'll take the victory on the plate, okay? You want to give it to us on the plate, we'll take it. Well, Sun Tzu says the best general is the one to get the other army to concede without a shot being fired. So not one punch was thrown, and so they conceded. That's simple as that.
How does that statement goes both ways? The 155. Golovkin did make the statement that he would go up to 168 to fight Ward at the time, a few years back.
You know how it works. You guys can't lead me on now. I'm not going to go for that, but you know how it works. You print it, but you're not going to lead me on. Okay? You know what I'm talking about. But you put it in your words, don't put it in mine. Okay? You know what I'm talking about. So why should I feed these questions when you're not going to ask the questions yourself and demand the questions? I watched 5 years the media pushing Pacquiao on Mayweather. 5 years. But right here, all of a sudden, they stop. So you gotta answer that one. And I'm not being disrespectful.
No, I know, I understand. It's perfect.
So there are double standards in the way fighters are treated here, Virgil.
Are there double standards?
Yeah, the way fighters are treated. Well, especially by the media and
if you do your boxing history, you'll get the boxing answers to about all of that, you know. If you do your boxing, if you know your boxing history, if you go back from the very beginning of pugilism with gloves on in the United States, you'll know all about that. You'll know more than what I can tell you. You know, I can tell you something just in a second or two, but if you take the time and go back, you'll know the history of it. So then you can not only ask the question, you'll have some answers and solutions.